Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed is a spiritual crossing of the threshold to the world of being a truly expanded human being. Join mediums Cheryl and Kelley for conversations about discovering deep spirituality, developing your intuitive and empathic skills, and personal mediumship. Each episode will focus on tips, tools, and techniques to help you understand and expand your own inner gifts of life journey. Now, your host of Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed, Kelley and Cheryl.
Welcome to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed. It's another wonderful day today. I want to say hello to my colleague, Kelley Eckhart, as we begin our show today. Hi, Kelley.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, we're doing great. Thank you. I just want to say hi to everyone, too. And as you come on, please let us know in the comments section that you're with us. We want to thank all of you as you log in and join us on today's program. We have a full house today. The angels are in the house today, right? So we have beautiful other mediums and healers joining us today, along with, of course, my colleague, Kelley Eckhart. But first, we want to welcome you to our show. If you'd like to be part of our mailing list, you can always go to seeingbeyondradio.com. Once again, we'll have a call-in perhaps later today, or we'll be answering some questions through the chat box. But we want to thank everyone at WLTK-DB Radio, and thank you, Todd. We are so honored to be here today. And with all of you, our listeners, our family, our friends, we definitely want to say hello to you, and thank you so much for joining us. It's really a big day today. We've been looking forward to this, haven't we, Kelley, to have our...
I'm super excited because we have a group Cheryl and I are part of. It's called the Four Earth Angels, and we're doing an event this weekend, and so we thought it would be fun to have all the ladies on our show this week. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
And, and they're both here, so we can want to introduce them.
Yes, if we can, we'd like to go ahead and ask Medium Cat Divine and Medium Kimberly Meredith to come on with us, and let's fill the house up with angels today. Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi. Nice to see you, Kelley, Cheryl. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi. Hi, Kelley, Cheryl, and Kat.
Look at that. Where are you? You look in a beautiful spot there, Kimberly. Where are you at?
I'm on vacation.
Oh, I love it.
I'm in the fifth dimension.
Me too. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, we are all there.
Well, let's introduce everybody and let them talk about themselves a little bit. Cheryl, what do you think? So like everybody knows Cheryl, or we hope you do. If not, we'll have another show all about that. But let me introduce Cat Divine and Kimberly Meredith, and I'm going to really let you guys share a little bit about yourself. You want to start, Kat? Just tell everybody who you are, and Brianna will post your links and stuff for you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm Cat Divine. I am an evidential mental medium and psychic, and also a trance healer as well, and a pet communicator. Animals have been my life, my whole life. I grew up on a farm. I am so connected to animals. They're really who I am, connected with such, they're so loyal. They're so in the moment. They're not thinking about the past or the future. So animals are so beautiful. They're healers for us as well. I do a lot of also coaching, intuitive coaching for my clients. And I've just always been connected to spirit growing up. I've seen them, heard them, they've guided me, and, lived my life with doing all these different things. I became a dog trainer, and then spirit said it's time to come back and get connected and helping people and serving them in a new way. And so I've been doing that full time, and it's just who I am. I mean, I am just so in love with the spiritual world, which is our we're multidimensional and not just living in a 3D world, but really fully embracing all that really is, even in the seen and unseen world. And so it's really just who I am, helping people every single day. And I just love what I do. Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for being on today. And Kimberly, tell everybody about you and your book and all the amazing things you do as well. And, by the way, everybody, Kimberly and Kat and Cheryl, they're all healers. And Kimberly, I think you're a medical medium, right?
Yeah, thank you. I'm a medical intuitive medium, and I am a healer. I do healing in all the dimensions, especially like to teach people how to get into the fifth dimension and beyond. I was discovered in 2017. I was taken to different scientific research institutes, and they discovered that through many different types of testing that I had scalar energy coming through me, and we dissolved many different types of masses, and I did hands-on surgical healings on people. And the energy, which is scalar energy, is really the energy of the Holy One, I like to say, the omnipresent. And this is what I do like every day out of my office in Encino and on Zoom sessions. So the book is called Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. I don't know if you can see it coming from my fifth dimensional mansion.
There it is.
Right now, Awakening to the Fifth Dimension, Discovering the Soul's Path to Healing. And it's on audio and paperback, Kindle. And it's really an important book right now to help people tap into their own healing abilities and actually open your consciousness. And it's very important to understand that we don't have to be trapped in a third dimensional world right now, that we can move into the higher dimensional frequencies. And we'll be doing a lot of this work in our class. And it's available for everyone right now. We don't have to live in the lower frequency. So I got my healing abilities when I was born and my mediumship, but then it reawoke after I had two near-death experiences. And so we're all here for you, and we're really excited about our event coming up this Saturday. So thank you.
Yes, so excited. And I feel like, we should tell everybody like a little bit about the Four Earth Angels and what we've done in the past and how we've created more of a workshop versus an event. And that there's learning, there's going to be healing and growth, and there will be lots of readings. And I just want to really I know that I'm excited about this, but I also feel like we're attracting the right people that need to be there. And so I'm looking forward to seeing all of the amazing souls that show up. I'm very excited.
And chakra healings. We'll be doing a very important, I know that you and I will be doing the top of the chakras, and Kat will be doing the lower part of the chakras, and Cheryl will be doing the mid part of the chakras.
Perfect. So the chakra healing is amazing. If anybody's even just curious, I say get a ticket because it's meant to be, check it out. And if you could post a link to our event, Brianna, then I can put it up on the screen. That would be great. Or maybe I can just put it under the banner if I can create one.
We're inviting all of you today. This is kind of the show before the show, as Kelley sent out to let all of us know. Like, this is the Four Angels today. We're talking about our upcoming workshop that's happening January 28th. It starts at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and it's really a 3-hour workshop filled with meditation and prayer, energy healing, and mostly mediumship readings. We will be doing lots of mediumship readings, so there will be all four of us, 4 mediums. Can you believe it? 4 mediums, 4 angels doing this wonderful event.
Yes.
Thanks, Kelley. And that link is 4earthangels8.eventbrite.com. Right, as Kelley mentioned, if you're curious in the least amount, please join us, because the vibration, what you walk away with is really an enormous, not only amount of healing, but you're filled with either love, you're filled with inspiration, You're filled with that open heart energy. You're filled with the divine energy that Kimberly's going to be helping us with. Kat Divine's going to be sending as well. I know Kelley and I will be either reading a prayer or reading a meditation for everyone. So we'd love to see all of you with us this evening.
Oh, what does that sound? Sounded like a snake. Did you hear that?
It sounded like espresso.
It was the Kundalini rising.
I'm ready for the Kundalini to rise.
I think it already rose on you, Kimberly.
Oh, definitely. We need to calm it down.
Kimberly, you brought it with you. Anyway,
in my mansion, my mental mansion.
So yeah, it is. People are asking questions in here, and just in case you didn't see the answer, it is an online event. It's not in person, although we do hope to have an in-person event one day, and we're excited about maybe putting that together.
Yes.
But this one will be online. It's on Zoom. I think everybody's familiar with Zoom, so I don't need to explain that, but it's a great event. It's a lot of fun. We have a great time together, all of us. And I feel like when we get together, and I hope that maybe you can feel this today, the energy just rises. It's a beautiful energy between the four of us. And that's why we kind of decided that this is a great group and we should continue to do more events and really grow this and see what happens, because we love working together.
Yes. And let's just remind people that through this year, 2023, we have how many? We have 3 or 4. We have 3.
We have 3.
Yeah.
3 online, and then the 4th one we're hoping to do in person.
In person more towards the end of the year, right?
And I just want to remind everybody, yes, that each one we're doing a specific special topic. So this one is the chakras, and each one of us is doing a particular chakra. And then the next one we do is about crystals. So each one we've decided to do is not 2 hours, it's 3 hours. So just so everybody knows, this is special. We've decided this whole year we're doing something special this time. And it's a 3-hour class. And so we're really excited about really giving you individualized attention. So this is like a special event with the 4 Archangels.
Yeah, a special event. And
woo!
I do want to just take a moment to say hello to a few people here, or a lot of people that we appreciate and that show up every week for us. And some new people. Hello, Jason. Hello, Simon Lee. And hello, Frank. We love you, Frank. You come all the time and we appreciate you. Hello, Bren C. Is that Brenda Carpenter? Yeah, I think so. And Julia Medina and Casey and Kim Bracken. And hello, Yvonne and Jessica. Jessica's from Sacramento. She's one of my students, but she's also an amazing psychic and a medium, and she's pregnant right now. So hello, Jessica. Thanks for joining us. There's so many. I mean, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you all. And
thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
So may I just say our event coming up on Saturday, what I really am looking forward to it is not only working with my angels, my friends, but it is about how much energy we're going to create and manifest and how much healing is going to be there. So if anyone is looking to receive a healing, receive love, that's really going to be your job, being in our audience, being with us during these 3 hours. Your job will be to receive and to really ask, right? We'll give you time to ask for prayers or ask for what it is you'd like to receive healing in. We will be doing mostly mediumship readings, but believe me, we are going to spend an enormous amount of time on chakra balancing, which we all need, right? We all need as we step into these higher frequencies, these higher realms. We want to make sure we're amped up and we're ready to go as we move forward. We want to talk about a little bit about prayer. We'll be talking about a little bit meditation through the event. But it really is about you really feeling centered and grounded as we enter this new year. We've just begun. We're just in January. This is such a great way to start the new year. That's why I'm so excited about this event this Saturday.
It really is a new year. It's the lucky 7, isn't it?
And
Right?
it's the year of the rabbit for the lunar new year, right? And I love that. I've decided, and I keep saying it to everybody, but I'm going to say it all year long. Every day is a new year. So I'm just going to go around telling everybody Happy New Year for the rest of the year.
Well, we love that. That's great.
So that's been my closing to all my readings. And Happy New Year.
It's not just, it's a new year, but there's been a huge, enormous shift in this year. I mean, I can feel completely different from last year. It was really about letting go of the old, and huge changes for, I think, a lot of people where they feel completely different. I do. And it's about embracing these new shifts, right? This is what your soul is calling, embracing these new shifts and allowing and receiving in a new way, in a new perspective. Like, well, maybe I've been doing it the same way for a really long time, but this year is about new beginnings. That's what this is about. So I hope that everybody can feel that new, and sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable, like, because it's unexpected. Things are, unexpected. For example, my computer just crashed. Well, maybe it means that I need to let go of the old and get a new computer.
My headphones appeared.
Okay, so it's time for a new pair.
I mean, it's weird. They were there when I plugged it in, and now there's just one. How did this happen?
So for all of us and for all of you listening and watching our show, we want to really share with you the intensity that you might feel, not only just from today, from all 4 of us. If you need to ask for a prayer, I mean, we could certainly do a little bit of a meditation, or we could say a prayer. Maybe we can answer a question for you. If you'd like to type in a question in the chat box. I know that many of us are asking for self-mastery and taking care of ourselves, right? We're all looking for ways how we can better self-care. And that's why the 4 of us created this workshop for this Saturday. Is we'll be teaching you to how to create new habits for yourself, how to really opening up those chakras, balancing them, really learning about mastering your soul, like soul care. How's that? Does that sound good? Soul care. I like that.
I like that. Yes. Yes. And I think that each person that comes to the class, you will walk away with a lot of knowledge. I believe everybody that attends will receive some sort of healing to some degree, and some more than others. It just depends on how it works, right? But it's still going to be healing nonetheless for everybody. And I think that alone is just, that's meaningful right there, because he doesn't need to come and leave an event feeling refreshed, feeling renewed, feeling ready to kind of make choices, choose a different direction if that's what they're trying to do, and manifest things in their life. I feel like we're going to give you that jump start.
Clearing out the clutter is what we're doing.
Out the clutter. Jump start. That's a big jump start.
And making that connection too, maybe when people leave, they'll feel more connected to source energy, or they'll feel more connected, that they have the insights or the intuition to receive messages from their guides and their angels, right? We want to help everyone reach that higher frequency of divine love, and more often too. That's why we create these workshops, is we want to surround you with our love and help you understand that it's such a beautiful way to manifest. It's such a beautiful way to step in with grace and with ease, with an open heart, into this new 5th dimensional energy that we're all stepping into.
So somebody's asking what time it is. It's Saturday from 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it would be 5 p.m. on the East Coast, and it is a 3-hour class. So 2 to 5 on the West Coast, 5 to 8 on the East Coast. I don't know the rest of the... If you can figure out those 2, I'm sure you can figure out your time zone. How's that? Yeah. And let's see. There's so many questions in here. Now, can you ladies see some of these questions? I know that people are asking for prayers. There's a little big discussion going on here earlier about the 3rd and the 5th dimension. I'm just trying to... I'm going to be honest. For some reason, I can't read very well the comments.
You don't see chat.
I can barely see for some reason. I switched glasses. I don't know what's going on, but my vision is a little off right now. So I apologize. It's fuzzy. And I don't know if it's my glasses or what. So maybe Cheryl, if you can see anything that you think I should bring up, or if you can see the comments, you guys let me know and I can actually bring them up on the screen. Okay.
Yeah. I did have someone email me just to tell you, and if we can ask Brianna to check our email, maybe we have some questions from people about our workshop coming up this Saturday, and then let us know, Brianna, if you see any emails that we can address. But I did have someone email me this morning and ask me if she could buy a ticket to all four, like if we were offering like an all four package deal or something. So I said, I will ask. So just to let you know, we have people that would like to follow us more regularly and really be a part of our experience and really create that high vibration themselves. And that's really what we're all about here today. So I just want to let you know that you guys, we're doing these online events right now. We're hoping to go in person later at the end of the year. We'll see how that unfolds for us. But really, while we have the benefit of being online together, and I feel like we'll probably always be online together in one way or another, please take advantage of being from the comfort of your own home, opening up your aura field, your energy field, where you're feeling the most comfortable. I feel that's when the most glorious things can happen, right? So if you're, for example, wanting to connect with your angels and your guides, maybe coming to our workshop, we can elevate that energy for you and with you to where you'll receive more insights, more messages, about your own guidance. That's really our intention, is to help empower you and share with you what we've learned.
Beautiful.
I did have a question for Kimberly. Kimberly, you mentioned that scalar energy. Is that how you say it? Scalar, scholar? I was reading your book, and I was reading in the back of your book, you worked with Dr. Norman Shealy, and he does experiments with people to show that mediumship or energy healing is real. This is what Dr. Norman Shealy does. He's actually a medical doctor, and he studies this. And out of all the people he's worked with, he mentions in Kimberly's book how different his experience was with you, Kimberly, and about how there was someone that you were working with healing, and about how when you started working with this patient, I believe it was an EEG or EKG, I'm not sure, but when you stepped in to do the energy work, all of a sudden this anxiety lowered, the blood pressure went back to normal, the heart rate went back to normal, and that is using the scalar energy. Is that what it's called, or scholar energy? Am I saying it right?
It's been proven. It's been, that's just an energy frequency coming off of the body. And this, for me, it's just a normal thing that I do every day, and that's how things dissolve off of people's bodies. It's been, I'm actually currently making a documentary about it. I have a lot of film on it. And there's hospitals in China. They've done some documentaries on it also. It's called the Medicalist Hospital. They've seen people dissolve energies off people's bodies also. Dr. Shealy is very famous for making the TENS unit also. And he's made units that go in back of the spinal cord to make pain go away. It's just something I do. It's a gift that I've had since I was born. I do this type of gift that I have. The mediumship I have also, but I also just know how to put things back together in people's bodies with my hands. Dissolving things off people, I do. Yep. And I also know how to put organs back and rearrange them also. And that's with this scale. He calls it scalar energy. I call it the energy of the Holy Spirit. But if you look it up, there is something called scalar energy. And it's quite an experience when you're having this done to you. People that know me, that have experienced my work, they see videos of me. I'm out at the expos. I do it to people healing wise. I do it at the office. Yeah, Kelly's had it done to her. people will have like a note on their throat, or, you know, it's just something that'll, I'm sorry to say, somebody recently said, stop saying,
Me too. I see
people don't know, Kimberly, if they haven't had it happen, don't say, you know. So anyway, don't know. But if you know, you know. So anyway, if you're in a class or you're experiencing it and maybe you're doing something like or you're chanting or you're praying, or maybe you're even say praying a Hail Mary, or when we were in the study in the office, and I talk about it in my epilogue, he got up from the chair, he walked over, he put his hand on the note. It was fairly large, and he touched it. She was supposed to have surgery. I was doing the prayer. They were filming. And then he walked back over after we said the prayer, and he sat there and he was saying a prayer. And then he walked over, and he's very, very hard on me. I was there for several weeks. And then he went back and touched it, and he looked at me. We all looked at each other, and it was gone. And I knew it would leave because that's what I've been doing for, several years at that point before I got out there. But he didn't know, she wouldn't know, the filmmaker wouldn't know, and it just dissolved. And that's the Holy Spirit. And to him, and to honor him, that's scalar energy. And so she never had to have her surgery. But that goes on all the time, in my office right now. And the guides are saying that's the fifth dimension and beyond. And that's what they want to do. That's what they want to teach. Now, can this happen in one of our groups that we have? Absolutely. Can this has happened when I'm on Zoom with people all the time. Does this happen in my office in Encino? Absolutely. Can this happen when I go out to expos? Can this happen when we do our event in December? The guys are saying we are going to do an event. Absolutely. And so the guides are saying 444 agents.
I love that number.
That's awesome.
And I just want to say, Kimberly, when we met last year for the first time in person after working together for so long at the expo in the Bay Area, I had lumps in my throat for a long time from we don't know what, but you put your hands on them and I literally felt them disintegrating down my throat. It was crazy. And the next day I was able to, because I couldn't even eat like a hamburger and swallow it like without choking. And the next day I had a hamburger and I was like, oh my gosh. And it didn't hurt. And I was able to swallow the hamburger. I didn't get my voice back right away, but I did get my voice back about a month later. And, and you had confirmed something or validated something that I intuitively felt as well. And that was my medication. I needed to switch. And I appreciate that. I mean, I've seen a lot of healing done, but I've never seen anything like that.
It's so cool. Because, when I do the work, it's not me. It's many gurus come through me. They use me. And I'm talking, they go back from so far down, way before Yogananda. Some of these gurus go way, way back. And we're talking, Jesus was a guru. And I mean, we're going like, how do you say it? Gurdy. I can't ever say its name, but we're going way. I mean, they come back and they just want to use me. And that's the healing part of me. That's not the mediumship part. That's the healer.
Yeah. And I love that. I love it. I love it. And
it also brings faith to other people. I mean, it's really, really important, the work that all of us are doing, because they don't believe. And so all of this is for them to understand, there is more than what meets the eye, right? And so there are other options than some that are just in the mainstream. And so this is really important, especially nowadays. We not only us, but a lot of mediums, a lot of guys, healers and psychics, and it is really becoming, this is who we all really are. It's just that we've been shut off and closed. A lot of people have been shut off and closed off to it. And so it's really important that it brings faith to others to know with these testimonials that that we get and you get. And it's so important to realize, you know what, maybe I'll try something new because the way that I've been doing it hasn't been working. And this is where you come in, Kimberly, with your healing work that's off the charts. And I'm so excited to be able to be a part of this group with the Four Earth Angels, and the power of four, right there. We're all here for love. We're all here for healing. We're all here to empower you as an individual to be able to know that you can achieve these things within your own self as well, knowing that you can heal. There are other alternatives, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and I thank you. And I think what's important, what Cheryl's trying to make a statement, is that this has been verified. These people in this book, not only these publishing companies are huge. St. Martin's Press, Macmillan, Hay House, Penguin, they published them in this book. They had to contact the doctors, the scientists, the people to put them in this book to make sure that they were verified over and over and over again, and put them through the MRIs and put them through the CAT scans, and to know that they had the condition and to know that it was healed, verified.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you very much.
Yes, that's very awesome.
So they even questioned Jesus Christ. So, yes, thank you. Healers unite.
Yes.
Healers unite. Angels unite. Mediums unite.
And for those of you just joining us for today's program, we do want to say hello to everyone. If you're just joining us, you're watching Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. You are with the Four Earth Angels. And we're here today to share with you, to let you know that we're doing an online workshop coming up this Saturday, January 28th. It begins from 2 p.m. Pacific time all the way to 5 p.m. Pacific time. So the Four Angels are doing a 3-hour workshop. We'd love to see you there. We're talking about Kimberly, Meredith. We're going to talk about Kat Divine in a moment. But we want to let all of you know, if you've never experienced the four of us, we've been working together for the last year, even longer together. We've been doing events, and we have some lined up for 2023. And this one coming up this Saturday, it's really going to be amazing. It's going to be online with Zoom. Link will be sent to you. The link is below. It's forearthangels8.eventbrite.com. We'd love, love, love to see you there. We'll be doing mediumship readings. We'll be talking about healing, prayer, meditation. We're going to be doing a chakra balancing exercise. So really, we'd love to see you there. We know that we have many people follow us to all of our events, so we always appreciate that as well. And we'd love to have you, if you are looking to get to know us, to get familiar with our work, we please ask you to join us on Saturday.
And Cheryl, there's a lot of questions and comments. Do you want to look through? Because people are asking questions. I can see some of it, but I really have to zoom in close to read it. I'm having some vision issues today. I don't know what's going on.
Sure. Well, I do have a question that we can all answer. It's from Jason St. Michael, is asking, how do I maintain faith with so much tragedy? And that's such a great question for all of us, really, is how do you maintain faith, with so much tragedy? It could be personal tragedy. It could be, the world, how do we keep the faith? Who wants to answer that, or who wants to start?
I'll say something about faith, because we are a magnet to our thoughts, right? Our thoughts create, and our emotions, our feelings bring that to us. And what we want to do is raise our vibration. And what does that mean? It means living in the most joyful state that you can on a daily basis. And when you do that, it is magnetized outward. It affects everybody else in addition to that. And especially when, you see some people that are around you that are suffering, what you want to do is send that love. You want to hold them in your heart, in your mind's eye, and you're feeling that heart and giving them a hug, and feeling the love that is truly there. Because when we cross over into the non-physical, they're still here. our loved ones in spirit, our guides, our angels, but our loved ones in spirit are still with us. They've just transformed. We're all made of energy. They transformed into this, non-physical energy of love. That's who they truly are. So they're not going to not be with you. They're supporting you in a different way. And it's just, I kind of even say sometimes, like when you call someone on the phone, you don't see them. You're calling them on the phone, but you know that they're there. And it's kind of like that with the spirit world, knowing that they're there to support you. And all they want is joy in your life. They want to bring you joy. They want you to feel the joy. And that, again, it's like the domino effect, right? So if you were to walk into a heavy, a low vibrational place, and everybody's in, feeling really, really down, coming in there like a shining star of saying, I'm here for you. I love you. It makes them feel better. Bringing laughter. Laughter is one of the greatest gifts ever. It absolutely transforms the energy around you, within you and around you, and helps to support people. Because that's what everybody needs right now, is the love and the joy. And so coming in any environment, feeling that heaviness, doesn't shift the energy, it actually magnetizes that energy. So we want to do everything in our power to feel that love and to help support in a new way. And that's what we're doing by raising our vibration. Go ahead, Kelley. Thank you.
And I'd just like to say that was great, Kat. Thank you so much. I can really relate to this question, having lost, several people in my family within 6 months, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and then my son, and it was difficult to find, faith and trust that the world was okay. And one of the things that really got me through was my spirituality, my belief that there was more to this, that we didn't die. And the other thing was always really focusing on the positive things. And if there was just one positive thing, that was what I was going to focus on that day, looking for just the good things, and allowing myself to really feel the pain as well in the tragedies, but knowing that life was still beautiful. It was really, a perspective and that I chose to take. And it was also, that belief and all of that faith really got me through. So I say sometimes faith can be blind, but knowing that it's going to be okay and trusting it was what got me through, really. So that's my little short version. Kat said the really long one, but I appreciate that because she went into a lot more details. But I'm just giving you my little brief one.
I love it. Thank you. And someone is also asking if they could buy tickets the day of the event. So is that?
Yes.
The ticket office is going to be open up
until 2:30, and then 2:30 they stop selling.
Okay, so the ticket office is open right up until 30 minutes after our event begins. So please know that, we have plenty of tickets, and we'd love to have you on the group call with us. It's going to be a very special day. I know that the four of us are already, we've been preparing. We've already had meetings on this about how we're going to work with a group energy and how we're really going to make the most of it to get the most healing, the most time use that we can spend with you. So it's really quite an honor to be with these three ladies. And really all of us are very busy. So to have all of us together in one workshop is quite special. So I would encourage you to take advantage of that. And if you can, make it this Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that. Thank you, Cheryl and Kelley and Kat. It's interesting for me. I don't know if this happens to you, but as a healer, before I do an event in the morning, I get up and I start getting very tingly in my hands, get very hot. And I get messages also about who's coming on. And I always know that the Holy Spirit, because I work directly with the Virgin Mary, and of course we all work with the Holy Spirit, but I always know before I'm coming on that someone is going to be miraculously healed. Not only someone, maybe several people. So I just want you to know that I'm always getting hits. I'm always knowing that wherever I go, that I'm directed to heal somebody. So even in the room, while you're getting a reading with one of these beautiful angels, that I am doing a direct healing. And when I do my reading, I always do a healing. And then after the class is over, I am always intentionally praying for everyone that has come in the room. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
And I'm always buzzing. I'm always buzzing in the morning before I come on any event. This happens to me.
That happens to me in a similar way. But I always wake up super excited, and then I try to like work on calming that down a little bit so I can relax, because I get so, my husband's like, calm down. So I like to always take a nice long bath the day of an event and just sort of like, regroup in my bath. And I feel like I'm like cleansing myself, getting all the negative energy out that I've ever picked up, and making sure I'm like ready for the event too. So I do get excited. I feel sometimes like it just takes over,
We can feel the power building because they're all gathering. Our guides and our angels, our ones, they're all gathering. So you can feel the energy. You can feel like, it's a reunion, it's a celebration, it's a healing, it's a, it's so much love and support is all coming together. So it's not only ours, it's all everyone else's God, angels and loved ones and spirits. Their entire spirit team is with them. And so that's so we can feel that. And a lot of empaths here, they can feel that too. Other psychic and mediums, yeah.
I agree. First thing in the morning or even the night before, I can start feeling the energy heighten. And then through the whole morning, it is kind of a buzz. And I do take time to meditate. I open my schedule up to where it's just about me connecting with the spirit world, to where I'm rested, I'm ready to go. But I do feel all that tingling and buzzing going on, and I'm so excited. We can't help but get excited, right? We know that spirit's with us and spirit's stepping in, and in some way spirit orchestrated this whole thing.
Yes.
Right? I love it.
Amen. Do we have any other questions in the chat?
Let's see here. Do we have any other questions?
I'm already getting excited. It's like the four things.
I can feel it. I can feel it now. Yeah.
I had a question for Kat that I wanted to ask you, because Kat, I know that you also do trance healing, you mentioned. And then also along your trance healing, you usually do a lot of pet communication along with mediumship readings. Like you're connecting with, you're doing healing work for people, but you're also doing mediumship. I know you also bring through animals. Is that right? Am I missing anything else that you're going to?
Those are the main ones. Of course, in the spiritual world, I'm always learning more and more, and always, making sure that I'm connected, making sure that I do practices, it's fine tuning. So whether it's doing some spirit art or different, I do many different things, let's put it that way. But the main focus is my mediumship and my intuitive connections with coaching. Definitely a lot of intuitive coaching there, because a lot of times what happens is people are, they might say something's going on with their life now. They might be stuck in something, but it's always related to a past experience or a trauma or something that is like, I find it like rocks in the stream, and they're in the way, and they might not realize because they're trying to push forward, but it's because of this old rock that's been there for such a long time. And so we need to shift that energy. We need to move it, get that out of the way for them to move forward in their life. So I do a lot of that. And, as far as the healing work, I actually started doing that before I even knew I was a medium. I was channeling healers also, and ascended masters healers. And I didn't realize I was just doing it. And people would say, "Oh, are you doing Reiki?" And I said, "What's that?" I had no idea, because I was just doing the channeling. And then I realized that I was also a medium, could speak to my loved ones. So the healing started first many years ago. So I always incorporate that. That's just part of who I am with doing that. And the whole entire thing is a healing process. Whether you are doing mediumship, whether you're working with pets, whether in the physical life now or in the spirit world, every part of it is a healing experience. And it could be, one word, just one word. And the reason I'm saying one word, even in this group, if somebody doesn't get a direct message, They might get that one word or that one sentence or something that's said to another recipient, but it pertains to you in your life or a loved one that connects to you. And so this healing 3-hour workshop is for everybody. You will be receiving. If you're entering into this room, you are going to be receiving, whether you're knowing it fully or not. On some level, you're going to get some healing. It's just part of it. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even be listening to this radio show if you weren't open and receptive to it. I find that it's so incredible how the spirit world works behind the scenes that we're not even aware of. It's incredible.
Here's a great question as well that somebody asked, and Brianna pointed out to me. I love this question. Marie asked if our guides are guardian angels. And I have my own theory on that, but I'd love to hear what you guys all think.
Well, why don't you take it, Kelley? We'd love to hear you hear what you feel about that too.
Well, mine comes with a little story, but as a child, I had 5 angels that I always talked to and always visited with. And I believe one is my great-grandfather and one is my great-grandmother, only because I remember seeing pictures and thinking, oh, those are my angels. I called them angels. And as I became an adult and started learning to develop and understanding the spiritual world, I believe that my angels are my guides, and I think that they can be both sometimes. That's my opinion. There's different types of angels, So I do believe that some of my great grandparents are part of my spirit team and angels for me. That's my opinion. They've saved me. So that's why I say they're my guardians.
I love it. That's a great question.
Yeah. But what do you think, Kimberly or Kat or Cheryl?
Well, I agree with you. I'll just quickly say that I know my loved ones in spirit are guides for me. I mean, I have ascended masters, and when Kat was talking, I felt so strongly about, yes, they're going to be ascended masters here on Saturday. Like we are calling them in. I mean, this is such a high vibration happening for our workshop on Saturday. But yes, not only are ascended guides and masters guides, but I do believe that my loved ones are some of them are my guides. And I do believe that guides can be guardian angels as well. So Marie, I mean, yes, is my answer to your question. And yeah, so would anyone else like to chime in, Kat or Kimberly?
I believe that there's spirit guides and there's guardian angels, and I believe that the same thing, that your guide could be a guardian angel. Absolutely. I believe that there's many different situations that can transfer into each other, and the afterlife is amazing.
Yes.
Mixed bag. And it's very magical, and you just have to be open to many different possibilities. So it's a beautiful magical world, and we're excited to be with all of you this Saturday and to help you connect and heal. And really, it's going to be quite a magical and fun this Saturday. I can't wait to be with everybody.
Here's another great question, and this one just popped up, and I'm going to post it up here. How many angels and how many guides can an individual have? I'm a police officer. Do they assist me in my job? I do have gut instinct in some calls. Is that training, experience, or help? So I just want to answer this, that I believe that we have, when we're going through things in life and we're learning new things, we get new guides that come in to help us with those things. For example, as a kid, you may have needed a guide to help you kind of maneuver being a child and making friends or staying safe. And as you become an adult and you take on a career, you're going to get guides that are going to help you in your career. And, your intuition, your gut instinct, all of that plays into it. But I do believe that a lot of times there's a little voice coming from our angels telling us, don't go down that road, or move out of that lane, or whatever it is, because that's how it works for me. Or get up and run if that's what you need to do. So I do believe that you get many guides. There's no limit on how many guides or angels you can get in your lifetime. We're surrounded by what we need, if we're open to it.
And
That's
Kat,
what I believe.
I love it. And Kat, do you have a response as well when the question is how many angels and how many guides can an individual have?
I believe we get 3 angels that are with us every lifetime at all points. Those are our main ones. But I also know that we also have many guides and additional angels. But we have 3 that always stick with us. That's my belief. I'm not in the spirit world to know that for a fact. But what I do feel is it feels right for me to say 3. When I say 3, it's a connection in my heart. So I say 3 of our main angels. And then just exactly like Kelley said, if you're going to be a writer, then you get a writing guide. If you're having some, something, going on in your life with a big decision or a challenge, you're going to get another guide. And I do feel that they move through your lifetime. They come and go. And I believe that our own family members, that's our spirit team. They're always with us, lifetime after lifetime. They're family for us. So for me, they can be your guide. They can be an angel for you. I think there's numerous ones. Yep. And what he asked is, does he have gut instincts in some calls? Absolutely. That's your intuition kicking in. That's your guides pushing you to know what to do. That is, of course, your training. You learned how to do that in your experience. But that intuition, again, even for you to be here, you're very spiritually connected. I can feel it with Jason. Absolutely.
Tell Jason, thank you so much for serving, Jason. Thank you for what you do. We so appreciated it. And I believe all of us do know police officers that are very intuitive. So I'm so happy that you're on the call today and that you're realizing this yourself, because your awareness, as an officer and your training, I'm sure has opened you up to understand people and understand situations to where you have kind of been very intuitive yourself. So thank you again so much, Jason. Thanks for being
Very
here.
cool.
Yeah.
We hope to see you at the workshop this Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
that Kim loves your energy, Kat.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for being here.
So for everyone, just we still can answer another question or two, but I just want to remind all of you, we are doing a workshop, the 4 Earth Angels. You're watching Seeing Beyond Living Transformed Radio. And the 4 Earth Angels, these lovely ladies I'm with today, the 4 of us are doing a workshop this Saturday, beginning at 2 p.m. Pacific time. It's a 3-hour workshop. The link to the tickets you can see below is 4earthangels8.eventbrite.com. We'd love to see you there. We'll be sharing more of this information with you. We'll be sending healing energy. We'll be having prayer, meditation. We're going to do a chakra balancing exercise with you. So we know that you'll enjoy that. Also, we'll be doing a lot of mediumship readings. So it really is about you coming and receiving that divine love. And we're so excited about this. And really, there's an exponential power in the group. So just know that it's exponentially healing.
Yeah. Very exciting. There's, I don't know if I want to touch on this yet, but did you see that other statement that Jason said? Should we touch on that, Cheryl? Can you see that at 4:51?
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like we should touch on this.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a pet peeve of mine.
Can you read it out loud? So
yeah, I went on a call once with a psychic medium. Wow, she read me like a book, told me something bad was waiting for me, cautioned me, and tried to close me off to protect me. Boy, was she right. My life was turned upside down within 6 months. I don't like fear-based mediumship or psychic, because to me, our work is about empowering people. It's about healing. It's about helping. And I think that, putting the fear into somebody isn't great. I'm not sure. Maybe you're interpreting it wrong the way you said it. I don't know. But I believe that, I'm sure she may have foretold some things that were going to be happening, but I feel like there shouldn't be any fear in it, like telling you that you need to be protected and all that. So I hope you're not saying that she was telling you that from spirit world, because over there it's all beautiful. We just have to protect ourselves from people, right? And other people's energies. But I'm hoping that that is what you meant and not the spirit world. I don't know if you want to clarify, but if it was the spirit world, like, I don't like that. That's not true. The spirit world's beautiful. I've never experienced anything evil, only love. And I just like to always share that and make sure people don't have the fear. Yeah, that's what want the good and bad. Please say as you see it. Yeah, good and bad if it's about people, but not about the spirit world, because I haven't experienced anything evil in the spirit world, only evil with people. Definitely see things in the future, and we'll tell people to be cautious about this person or that event or things like that for sure. That's a good thing for sure. Okay, that was all. I guess it just sort of touched me wrong. I don't know.
Well, I'd love to. Would you like to answer another question, everyone? Or Kelley, should we go around and everyone give their contact information?
Let's do contact information.
Okay.
Yes, protected from above. That's right. The spirit world always protects us. They got our back, when we allow it. He just said he was protected from above. And I feel that too. I've always felt that my whole life. They've always had my back. Yep.
That's true.
That's great.
So if you guys want to share your website and Instagram, and then Brianna hopefully can, if she's on here still, can post that for us. Yeah. If you want to do it, and we'll put it in the comments so everybody has it. You want to start, Kimberly?
Sure.
And where they can buy your book?
Sure. Anybody that likes to get in contact with me, I'm at thehealingtrilogy.com, and my book can be found at thehealingtrilogy.com. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm going to post the link right there right now. I'm just getting the link. And or did Brianna do it? Oh, Brianna, she's on it. Thank you, Brianna.
Thanks,
So this
Brianna.
is how you can get in contact with Kimberly and find her book and everything. There's an Instagram link also. She put them both in there in the comments. So thank you, Brianna. And go ahead, Kat.
Yeah, you can find me at Kat, K-A-T, Divine, DIVINE.com. And also my Facebook page, which is a new one for everyone. The old one was hacked into. So just so you know, I have a new one. It is still called Kat Divine Psychic Medium -new. And that's how you'll find me, because there's not many followers yet, because they're just learning that it is now over there. And I'm also on Instagram at Align with Divine. So again, it's catdivine.com, Kat Divine Psychic Medium -new, and Align with Divine on Instagram.
Perfect.
Kat Divine.
Anybody that needs to find it, it's in the comments. You can copy it and paste it into your computer or your phone. And it is getting towards the end of our show, so I do want to thank you guys for coming on today. I've enjoyed talking with everybody. I love listening to, each of you tell your stories and everything. It's just sort of I don't know, you guys inspire me. How's that?
Aw, well, you inspire me, all of you, actually.
For having
for a reason coming together, and yes, you're all an inspiration. So thank you so much for having me on your show.
Thanks for having us on the show. We can't wait for Saturday.
Oh, look, somebody just asked, can we end the show with a prayer? Can we have a prayer?
Absolutely.
Anybody want to do a prayer real quick?
You want to go ahead there, Kimberly?
Go ahead, Kat, and do a prayer.
That I would be channeling it right now, because I don't have anything of my prayers that I've written right now, because my computer crashed. But let's just do it like this. Everybody, if you put your hands together in prayer form and just hold it to your heart, or to sometimes even your throat chakra, your mouth, or even your forehead, and just feel wherever it feels right. And as we connect to our hearts, I want to say, dear God, please bless us for this experience. Bring us into the energy of love and light and divinity, and help us to heal those that need healing. Help us to know who we truly are and to bring peace for all that are around us, within us, and forevermore. Amen. And so it is.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much. All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
See you this Saturday for
Yeah, Saturday.
earthangels8.eventbrite.com. Thank you.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.